Spielberg has claimed Tom Cruise saved Hollywood's ass with the release of Top Gun: Maverick, a film that has earned a Best Picture nom at this year's Oscars. Triangle of Sadness, another nominee for Best Picture, is the reason Hollywood's ass needed saving to begin with. A movie that flew under most people's radar except for those huge into the indie scene, and winner of the Palme d'Or at Cannes Film Festival, Triangle of Sadness has been labeled by critics the funniest film of the year, and even promoted itself as a brilliantly scathing takedown of the wealthy and beautiful, in that it puts privilege through the ringer. Ah yes, a tone-deaf film making fun of the rich and elite, used to virtue signal while the creators of the film fail to acknowledge they are the rich and the elite. Because there's nothing more fun than Hollywood making fun of themselves while not actually making fun of themselves. Directed by Ruben Ostlund, starring a group of no-names and Woody Harrelson as the captain, Triangle of Sadness predominantly follows male model Carl and his girlfriend, influencer, and model Yaya. Making jokes about gender expectations and pay inequality, the movie begins in a somewhat witty manner where Carl, a male model, makes significantly less than his girlfriend, a female model, yet is still expected to adhere to gender norms such as paying for dinner when she obviously makes the most money. Sounds like a laugh riot, right? The film continues on with them receiving an invite to a luxury cruise in exchange for Yaya using the cruise to promote the company. Full of the rich and beautiful, the film takes time to lambast the vapidness of the elite, before turning the tables as a storm causes the liner to sink, leaving the blue-collar workers and the ship's crew in charge of the wealthy snobs. It's clear Ostlund thinks he's saying a lot more than he actually is, and the film's claim that it's a scathing takedown of the wealthy and beautiful is laughable. Just like the gender disparity jokes that run through the movie, it's clear Hollywood doesn't get that they are the rich and elite, and that the very things they are joking about are not only nonsensical, but proves the point they are trying to make wrong. While parts of the film are admittedly hilarious and Woody Harrelson gives a very entertaining performance, none of it's unique or new. Harrelson generally is always entertaining, and his dry, sarcastic delivery does well in an environment where the character is mocking the stupidity of the people in his care, which only showcases the overall poor quality of the film, because what's funny isn't the stereotypical done snobby elite acting like stereotypical done snobby elite, but in the universal aspect in which people can relate with having to deal with the stupidity of humanity in general. An example, the trailer showcases a scene where a silly rich lady asks the captain to wash the boat's sails, to which he points out the boat is a motorized cruise liner. When the dumb rich lady cannot gasp motorized boats don't have sails, he reluctantly agrees to wash the sails, knowing it doesn't matter anyway. The scene is humorous not because I believe rich people are too stupid not to know cruise liners don't have sails, but because as someone who once worked retail, you do get all kinds of people who ask nonsensical things despite the fact that common sense says they should know better. The universal angle is what's funny. Sadly, the comedy and film is very rarely universal, and ultimately comes off as a lame attempt at Hollywood to try and seem relatable while still preaching about how happiness is the only thing that matters, and in the end, everyone should live how they want to live, while also forming them to conform to a specific viewpoint. It's more pretentiousness that thinks itself smarter than it really is, which at this point is the official theme all movies must have to be nominated for an Oscar. I give Triangle of Sadness 1.5 out of 4 stars.